Gauthier Coiffard is a software engineer by day. By night, he's a busy baker churning out baguettes and croissants. He knows bread. He's been living in New York for 8 years, but he grew up in France. He long lamented the lack of options in the city, so he gave baking a shot.
I didn't really find any good bread or not too expensive bread around here. So I tried it a few times, several times, and then, it worked.
That's an understatement. At first, he made the bread for he and his wife Ashley and a few friends. Now it's a thriving business with orders coming in from across New York City as well as Boston and Toronto. Marketed mainly through Instagram, it has brought in roughly $30,000 for the couple since June.
We find ourselves giggling at 12 o'clock at night, just wondering how this happened because we still don't understand.
Ashley quit her job as a mortgage processor to focus on the business. She helps with the baking and the early morning deliveries. The whole experience has altered their dreams for the future.
Before June, we never thought of owning a bakery, and now we talk about it almost every day.
The disruptions caused by the pandemic haven't been all bad. For some, it's meant they now have more time to focus on projects they've long put aside. Others have picked up new hobbies they never dreamed would lead to businesses.
Pre-pandemic, Jessica Feinberg was a preschool teacher transitioning into real estate. 9 months into the pandemic, she now spends most of her days making bracelets. It's a hobby she's turned into a lucrative side hustle. It all started with a $15 loom kit she bought in March to keep her 2 boys occupied. They showed no interest, but she loved it. She soon marketed her $12 bracelets through social media. She's made around $20,000 this year.
The one funny thing is I always said I wanted to have my own business by the time I turned 40. And I turned 40 in October and I have my own business.
The bracelets are now carried by 6 retailers, and wholesalers want to work with her. She never imagined she'd have a booming business. Being open-minded is one of the many lessons she's learned in the pandemic.
Just finding the silver lining, finding what makes you happy. And this is definitely the best thing that's come out of the pandemic.
Karina Huber, CGTN, New York.